back, everyone. It's Super Pioneer Tuesday, round number 3. Eric is still here. It's still a day after his birthday. Tom is still here. I guess it's my birthday every day, according to my friend group. But we're in round number 3 of 4, and we have 2 O's on stream. One is going to be Caster Matt Ju, friend of the stream, and the other one is going to be Connor, who is in round number 1. So we have Acererak Combo going up against Boros Burn, and the reason I'm doing this so quickly is because I think they're started.
Yeah, I did tell him to start. Unfortunately, there's a very fast matchup, no matter who wins, so we definitely don't want to be late coming into the game.
Yeah, we might miss the entire game if we did like 30 seconds of intro, so.
Yeah, start the intro, go into the game. Oh, wait, they're shuffling for game 2?
No, alrighty then. No, so Elvish Mystic turn number 1 from Matt is going to be met with a Play with Fire on the same turn from Connor. We are looking at 2 mana being tapped here for Matt, and Kinnan hits the battlefield. And as we know, the Acererak combo deck is going to be looking to go through the dungeon and venture through that with Gwenna, Relic of Legends, and Acererak, tapping, untapping, making mana, and going through, whereas the Boros Burn deck is just counting to 20.
Yeah, basically, but Matt is able to gain incremental amounts of life here by going through the dungeon, so we'll see if that'll make a difference here in the matchup. Oh, Eidolon.
That's a pretty good one.
You can see the disgust on Matt's face. He's like, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, most notably, since the Acererak combo deck is a collected company deck, everything triggers Eidolon. And Dark Pool, you only go through it like once every 5 loops or whatever, so you're gonna die to Eidolon.
Yeah, let's see. Matt needs to find some sort of removal for his Eidolon. Otherwise, I think he might just be dead here.
We were thinking that the Acererak combo deck might be able to deal with most of the stuff from Burn if it just has a fast draw, but Eidolon is like the one thing it can't. And we just see Matt taking 4 damage for playing his engine of the deck, Relic of Legends, and Rona, Herald of the Invasion.
Yep, so Rona coming down, being able to start looting through the deck, which is really crucial here. Connor has kind of put the onus on Matt to find an answer for him and find an answer quick, because otherwise I think he's just going to run away with the game with his Eidolon. Is this it? Is this the kind of Pioneer night we're having? We're going to have Burn go 3-0?
We're going to have 8 matches on camera.
That too. I was telling Kyle for that, I'm like, I think we need another backup match this round.
All right, we're going to have Connor doming himself for 2 to dome Matt for 2, which will scry for Connor. And all right, so we have Skewer the Critics, Lightning Helix, and I think there was one other burn spell in Connor's hand. So Matt, with 1 or 2 more spells, is dead.
Yeah, it does not look good for him. It definitely. Connor is skewering here, I think. Oh, skewering Rona.
All right, so that's just respecting the fact that Rona is with Relic of Legends. Very powerful combo. Everything in the Acererak combo deck besides the L's is legendary. So that will untap Rona, meaning that Rona is always a land, basically.
I wonder why Connor went in for the attack. Kinnan is also a 2-2. Like...
Oh, and he's...
Wait, he traded Eidolon.
That's
Oh,
wild.
wait a second.
Did he think that Kinnan was a 1-2?
He looked at the card. I wouldn't have thought so, but... I mean, I hope Matt's able to get something going here, because this is his window.
I mean, right now, this is collected company territory. Instead, we're going to get Gwenna, so another engine of the combo online.
Oh, Shockland for turn.
Uh-oh. Are you dead?
Gwenna? I mean, not necessarily.
All right, Acererak is here.
Acererak is here.
I stole your line.
We're not getting untapped. Able to make 1 more mana here off of the Relic.
No. So Gwenna will untap. Since you did play Gwenna this turn, we can't activate it for mana. So we can,
but we can
well,
Relic
2
and tap
mana
it, right?
altogether. Because you float 1 off the Acererak.
Oh, yes. So 2 mana.
All right, so I think what Connor was doing is thinking, I have enough burn to kill Matt if I don't kill myself.
Yeah, but I think it was a little early, because if he had Lightning Helix, he would have been fine.
All right, now we're going to take that card away for a second, because we need to look at the dungeons that we're going through. Now, the Lost Mind of Fandelar. Fandelver? Ooh, Delver. Where's that card? The Lost Mine of Fandelver, however, is going to be where we are going through. Actually, no. Did Matt picked a different one, it looks like.
I have no idea what that is.
That's great. I'll find it. Because Matt wound up gaining a life.
Oh, it should be. Is that Dungeon of the Mad Mage?
Think so.
The amount of words.
Yeah, so Yawning Portal is where Matt currently is. This is not the one that you would go through for your loop. This is, backup Eidolon. That might be why Connor traded the original Eidolon away.
That makes a whole lot more sense.
All right, so just basically maybe baiting Matt into like putting out the other combo pieces in hand, thinking that he has like the green light to do so. But I don't know. You could have just played double Eidolon, just had Matt dead.
Yeah, I think it was a kind of funny line. I'm not sure I agree with it.
All right, so I get it. So you could have burned the Kinnan, but because we burned the Rona, Kinnan makes all of those mana dork abilities tap for double. So Connor was afraid of just Kinnan activation.
That's true. Yeah, Kinnan activation is not cast, so no Eidolon damage off of that. You can just hear the big sigh coming out from it.
Guess who's back?
Yeah,
Back again. Acererak. Dungeon level 2, Scry 1.
Really dungeon, scry 1.
I thought it was a black card.
No?
There's a black card in the bottom. We are digging for Honest Rutstein.
Yeah, this is
Actually, don't we just... We're digging for removal spell, right?
I thought so.
Because technically the combo is online.
Yeah.
Gwenna will untap with Acererak. That creates 2 mana. Acererak taps. That's the 3rd mana to recast Acererak. And then you'd be able to go through the dungeons ad nauseum, and you have the combo kill. But Eidolon of the Great Revel will deal 2 damage every time you cast a spell of mana cost 3 or less, which means that Matt can't actually do it.
I think Connor has the win. I saw Boros Charm.
Boros Charm
Lightning.
and Lightning Helix.
Swing. Matt has to block 1, which will probably be the Eidolon.
That'll be 2 damage coming across. So no, I don't think Connor has the kill yet. Connor has the kill by just end of turn casting a spell and then untapping casting another spell, because there's 7 damage in hand and then the hired claw's enough.
Yeah. Maybe the plan is to just start swinging in with Gwenna.
Is Gwenna getting frisky here? I mean, Gwenna does grow every time you cast Acererak, so that could be the way. Just make Gwenna like 6 power.
Acererak trigger is only on attack, right?
Which trigger?
Attack trigger, right? I know that enter is it's attack trigger.
Yeah, it's an attack trigger to make a zombie.
Okay.
Attack with Gwenna. Cast Giganta.
Oh, we blocked.
But he blocked with Hired Claw.
The hired claw gave us a burn trigger. Oh, we didn't play a burn spell end of turn. And we're going to hit ourselves for 2.
Oh my. Connor might
I think
have
he missed the window.
Connor might have thrown the game.
Okay, so there's at least 10 damage on board. Connor's
Yeah.
at 10. Connor can Lightning Helix, take 2, gain 3, go to 11, and live at 1. And if that's the case, then Matt will have to tap out, but could just replay Acererak, untap Gwenna.
Yeah.
And then Connor is 1 damage short.
He's 1 damage short. He has to block here, I think.
Well, if he blocks, then Matt wins. Because
Yeah,
combo's
combo
online.
just online.
You just have to...
Helix.
Yeah, so you take 2.
Wait, is he gonna heal? Wait, what?
Helixing Matt.
Okay, he is helixing Matt. He pointed at Gwenna for a second. I was like, huh?
Don't block.
Don't block, dude. Don't block, dude.
You block, you die. You have to just go to 1.
But
Oh,
also,
you can't
no, he
cast any
can't
of
cast
your
anything.
spells.
He'll die. He'll just die. Anything he casts kills him.
Oh, you needed to rip that burn spell last turn. We had it in hand. We had the mana.
Damn. No, I really think Connor's big misplay this game was the whole getting rid of Eidolon thing, just because he had another Eidolon. The lock was pretty set if he had double Eidolon.
All right, Matt getting 10 damage through. Connor going down to 1. Matt needs to untap the Gwenna, right?
Probably. But also, if Connor casts anything, he dies before resolution as well.
Screaming Nemesis. Screaming Nemesis without untap here. Oh, Screaming Nemesis is 3.
You know, this is 3. He still dies. So I don't think Matt actually wants to. He can cast Acererak here, untap the Gwenna.
I guess that puts him down to 3.
Yeah.
But there needs to be, yeah, like I don't think there's any 4 damage cards in Connor's list. I mean, like the one thing you could be thinking of is like if I don't play something to block, then I take 2 from the Eidolon. If he goes like land Sunspine Links,
Yeah, but
that's 3 damage.
Yeah, but if he has exactly lands Sunspine Links, he's still dead. He did draw the Nemesis though.
Oh man, I think this one slipped away from Connor on that turn.
Yeah, took 2.
Connor gonna go out on his own terms.
He should. He really
Don't know if you
should.
have something you can cast that doesn't kill you.
Wait.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, that's it.
What were you
Just
thinking?
it. He's saying, I don't think there's anything you can cast that won't kill you.
Yeah. No, you said wait. Did you have
I
that?
was thinking of like double strike, but I was like, oh, you still die. It doesn't matter what mode you cast. You're
Yeah.
just dying to your own Eidolon trigger. And unfortunately for Connor, that one's going to get away from him. And Matt Zhu, no combo needed, going to take game number 1.
Yeah, people forget Gwenna can just be a big beater. And sometimes that is just enough.
That's like the old original intention of Gwenna and like elf decks too.
Yeah, elf ball it, right? Make Gwenna very large and swing in for a bunch.
All right, so if Connor does not have 4 Eidolon's main deck,
Yep.
and there are some in the sideboard, those are instantly put in.
Yep.
Looking at what the rest of Matt Drew's deck is going to do, I don't think there are a ton of hate cards that you can really put in besides like Damping Sphere, making the Acererak cost way too much if you have that in your sideboard.
Yeah.
Grafdigger's Cage cuts off Coco.
It does, but I don't know if Connor knows that. He's not much of a Pioneer player, and Matt didn't show him Coco.
So those are like the only thing I can think of besides maybe if Connor's worried about dealing with Kinnan, dealing with Rona, dealing with some of those cards from Matt's side, putting in like Rending Volley, that's probably in the Boros sideboard. If you're worried about dealing with Relic of Legends and Gwenna, I mean, if you have Abrades or Get Lost because you are Boros, that probably winds up coming in.
Yeah, a Braid more than likely. I think going up his creature removal spells, but also being able to blow up Relic is probably as much as he wants to do. He doesn't really want to dilute his own game plan too much just in terms of that. Like you said, going up to a full play set of Eidolons is probably the best move he can make. On Matt's side, probably removal. I'm assuming he has Fatal Pushes in the sideboard. What else?
Well, we know that with Giganta in his deck that there's no double spells most likely in the sideboard. You could wind up having a couple of spells if you really want to and just use the Giganta, but because it's a legend that untaps things, you're probably not going to want to. We may wind up having just not a lot of change. Like you said, the Fatal Push is like the biggest thing. Maybe if you want to put in something like a little bit of extra life gain, some of the lists are running like Seed of Hope or Tameo Safety type effects to protect their creatures or gain some life and kind of dig through their deck a little bit.
Yep.
That might be what we're looking, but I think, like you mentioned, just pretty much going to be a removal because Matt is on the Sultai version of Acererak Combo, so you're not splashing extra colors or anything like that to get like the white hit cards like Get Lost or Vanishing Verse.
Right, exactly. So it's gonna be a little touch and go here in game 2. It will kind of come down to who has the hate card and who's gonna disrupt the other player enough, I guess.
One thing I am very happy about though is that game number 1 took longer than 5 minutes,
That is true.
which is Right now we're at 34.5 minutes into the round, which I think was Connor's entire match in round one. And if you watched last week, we had Matt Zhu's Acererak Combo going up against Frenchie's Rakdos Transmogrified deck, which was looking for a Valgavoth. And I just edited that video, and I think it was a 15-minute match. So, like...
This is actually insane. Two of the fastest decks that are on camera playing against each other and actually taking more than either of their matches usually take.
And just to note for anybody watching live on YouTube, whatever, that is not a problem. That is something that is good because it shows not only deliberate play and decision making from our players and shows the intricacies of these aggressive or combo slated decks that, yes, can go fast, but have a lot of game actions and decisions to make. But it also gives us a chance to rest our voices a little bit.
Yeah, as fun as it is, I'd rather not cast 8 separate matches in over 4 rounds.
Super Pioneer, baby. Happy birthday. But we just have Kumano faces Kakus on turn 1, followed up by an Elvish Mystic on turn 2. And ooh, this Eidolon of the Great Revels on 3/3 this game.
Oh no,
Spicy.
it's slightly bigger. All right, Matt, where's the Fatal Push?
This time it won't die. It's a Kinnan.
That's true. That is very true. Matt thinking very hard about his turn 2 play here. Eidolon coming down right on curve is not where you want to be as the combo deck.
Definitely where you want to be as Connor, though.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully Connor doesn't just send it to his doom again.
Fatal Push is in hand, but does Matt have black mana?
That's the hard part, I think.
I mean, Shock Fatal Push is 4 damage.
Yep.
Do you want to take 4? I mean, yes, because your deck doesn't function the same way if you don't. And yeah, has Overgrown Tomb in hand, so maybe considering, can I get Connor to deal more damage to himself if I play this tap than I will take? Because that is the fun part of Eidolon that we saw happen in game number 1 with Connor, was Connor fired off a bunch of burn spells at creatures and took way too much damage.
Yep. So we shall see. I think it'll be interesting if Matt does play it tapped here. Oh, he does shock it. Because that'll kind of let Connor know, oh, maybe he doesn't have a Fatal Push.
No, he
This
has a
is-
Fatal Push. I think what he's doing now is waiting for Connor to pull the trigger on a burn spell, so Connor takes damage. Oh, but this line gets blown out if Connor plays Boros Charm for indestructibility.
That is true.
Does have in hand. Oh,
And is not going for that.
Screaming Nemesis.
Nemesis is here.
I mean, you can't really complain about playing a Screaming Nemesis, can you?
Not really. So, Matt taking 2 just to save 1 life.
And then-
So getting rid of the Eidolon, very important. So taking 5 down to 10.
All right, that's still a lot of damage. And now we have Boros Charm, Lightning Helix in hand, so land is death. Land is kill.
Yeah,
Death is true.
death is true. Let's see what Matt has. I think he has to try and string together the win this turn or come close to it. At least have all his combo pieces online.
We have Collected Company, but
Yeah.
we don't have Relic of Legends.
Nope.
And yeah, there's no way that you can play Relic of Legends and Collected Company this turn. So Matt just passing the turn, has the Collected Company in hand. Probably just going to fire that one off end of turn or in combat. Get a couple of blockers, but let's see what Connor decides to do. Starts off by swinging for 5. Here's Coco time. Mono red spell pierce doesn't exist.
All right, what hits did he get?
Elf, Acererak, Honest Rutstein, Rona? It's a lot.
Acererak Rutstein is probably the play.
Sorry, that's a breeding pool, not a Rona.
Gotcha.
I just saw blue, and I was like, blue card, Rona.
Rona. Coronavirus Rona.
No, I just got a vaccine for that.
Nice.
I got my 5G updated. So there we go, Rutstein and Acererak. Honest Rutstein, another interesting part of this combo, because Honest Rutstein just reduces the cost of Acererak by 1, so all you need is Gwenna. So you don't need Relic of Legends, so this is the Relic of Legends replacement from Matt's side.
Yep.
Trigger and then bounce himself.
He doesn't have a creature to bounce to his hand, but he is going through the dungeon, doing the scry thing.
That bounces back to hand. Rutstein is probably going to trade with this Screaming Nemesis, I'd imagine, unless Connor wants to do something before blocks.
I don't know. The hard part about trading here is Matt won't be able to gain life anymore. And then the
It's-
fact that you still take as if you didn't block it.
So we still trade here, but now Connor has the decision to make of, do I burn this Rutstein to exile it? And the answer is no. Matt goes down to 7. Higher. Ooh, Boltwave.
Oh, and Boros Charm. That's game.
There we go. All right. Didn't matter anyway that Matt shook it up. Connor, very, very quickly. I guess he heard us saying we were thankful the game took about 10 or so minutes to go.
Yeah, what
Closes
the
that
heck?
one out in 5.
God damn it. Connor, come on. I don't want to go looking for another backup match.
I mean, we have some decent backup matches. We have Kevin Duda, who is 2-0 on Svelte Red, going up against Bismon, who always brings a very nice brew, but might be going on the Rakdos discard deck again. Bismon was a little bit late, so I don't think we actually gave us a match deck slip today. But was on Rakdos discard last week. Could imagine that after a 2-1 performance, taking that one to Super Pioneer Tuesday. We have a couple of other decks as well. Akira's Caretaker's Talent Control list is 1-0-1, going up against Nojo, who is 1-1-0, playing the Rakdos aggro list. And there's obviously a bunch of other decks that are in the room as well. We have fellow caster Frenchie, who is playing their Rakdos Demons deck, is 1-1-0, going up against Zane, who is ironically borrowing their mono green devotion deck, is 0-1-1 currently. It was the tie against Akira in that matchup. And then Charles, who's playing the 5-color elementals deck, is going up against Nick Rios, who is, I don't know what Nick is playing today. Oh, Collected Company Angels. Gaining a lot of life. I guess that matchup might be what we see next, because that one's not ending anytime soon.
Nope.
As a matter of fact, that one doesn't have any games reported, it looks like.
Yeah, but let's head on back to our players here. Looks like they're shuffling up and drawing their 7.
All right, so Matt on the play.
Oh no, Eidolon in hand again.
Damn. Connor is just getting real good with these Eidolon draws. Matt on the play, though. Land Elf represents turn 3 Coco, and that's what I see in hand. There's also Relic of Legends on turn 2 that can be deployed.
Oh, I don't think Connor has a second land drop. Otherwise, that would be a snap keep.
Rutro.
Uh-oh. I think he has 1 land, and he's... Yeah.
Has
shipping
to ship it back. All right. So if you're Matt G right now, you are knocking on the table, hoping that there's no 2 lands in Eidolon.
Yeah. Alright, Connor, let's see what your 6 is. Please no more Eidolon.
I think Eidolon is a very interesting piece of tech, not only in burn lists, because this is like the modern angle of burn, right?
Yep.
You used to play Eidolon and play all the spells that killed you while playing your own Eidolon, just because the mana curve in modern is so low.
Yep.
The downside now is, of course, with like Solitude and Pitch Elementals, they don't trigger your Eidolon anymore.
No.
And there's like even like pitch spells that are free instants and sorceries that might not always trigger your Eidolon. So
Yeah.
when it gets Force of Vigor and they don't take any damage, I think you have to take the card out of the deck in Modern, but in Pioneer, it hadn't really found its niche. It was sort of a sideboard card in certain metagames, but never really did enough. But now that you're going up against specifically Acererak Combo, hey now, it's pretty good. And is that one behind the second land in hand?
Yeah, he has another den. He has 2 dens at least.
Double den. That's a big house. I don't even have one.
I know, right? I don't even have a den.
I don't even have a house. That's a lie.
I'm like, what?
Gwenna on turn 2 over the Relic of Legends.
Oh, there's the Eidolon. He just always has it. No. Now it's a big Eidolon again.
It's a 3/3 Eidolon. I'm putting that one over there.
Why is Connor thinking so hard? What is his other play in hand? There's a Skewer, there's a Ramanaf Ruins, there's a Swiss Spear. I don't know what that last card in the back is.
Do it. Do it, Connor.
Guess he's a little wary about dying to his own Eidolon with his hand.
YOLO.
You just gotta full send it, Connor, because you give Matt a turn off, I think he will just combo off.
Do it. No.
Oh, he's gonna Swiss Spear. He's gonna Swiss Spear. I can see it. He's gonna Swiss Spear.
You were the chosen one.
Oh, it's
Hired
Hired
Claw.
Claw. That's the card I can see. Swiss Spear. There we go. Interesting.
All right, Swiss Spear.
Yeah, because
Higher-
a handful of 1-drops, he doesn't really want to take 4 damage here to drop those.
All right, well, there is a Fatal Push in Matchu's hand as well. This is going to be the as expected Relic of Legends follow-up to Gwenna. So, Mana
Legends.
Engine online. We are just... Oh, and Rona online. Okay, so we have a lot of ways to draw cards and make mana on Matju's side.
Yep.
There's also a Fatal Push, though, which if we have Eidolon come down this turn, will just immediately get blown up by either Gwenna or Rona tapping for the 1 black needed.
Yep.
No white mana for Connor's side.
This is very good for Matt, but although his hand's completely mono red at this point.
Uh-oh.
There's the Eidolon.
We have Ramen of Ruins and Skewer the Critics in hand. Is that what I'm seeing?
I do believe so.
All right, now the problem here is there's no great attacks for Connor.
Nope. Just send in the Hired Claw and pray.
I mean, Higher Claw deals 1 damage, and it is a 2/3, so it'd have to be a double block from Gwenna and Rona to kill it, and then nothing on their side dies.
Yeah,
That
and then you turn on Skewer.
turns on Skewer the Critics, you can get rid of the Gwenna.
Oh, he's gonna pass.
Thinking
Oh, he's
about
thinking
it.
about it.
You hear that, or he's doing his arthritis stretches.
Yeah. What a shame. So young.
It's all them video games. Alright, just passing of the turn. So Skewer the Critics in hand. Very difficult to cast that one on your opponent's turn, as it is a sorcery. So, oh, was that Acererak?
I think that's Acererak.
Activate.
Draw. Discard. Discarding a land.
Fatal Push.
Push. Oh, I think Connor's dead here.
Think so.
I think this is it. 1, 2, 3. Acererak. Get a counter on Gwenna. Untap, untap.
If you don't have anything. Acererak ETB, he's going to tap for 1 mana. Gwenna taps for 2. Rona taps for 1. So every time I play Acererak, I net 1 mana. And I have infinite ventures through the dungeon. And then there's a room in here that makes you drain a life.
Okay, so you're just gonna go through dungeon over and over again.
Matt Ju lining up the combo, explaining everything on the back of Acererak, and then the handshake there from Connor. No Eidolon available to stop it this time around. Matt Ju and Acererack the Archlich are going to take game number 3 and the decisive one of this round, as they are going to now advance to 3-0, basically guaranteed top 4 in some of that bonus prize pool from Super Pioneer Tuesday.